The hell? What the hell is even that? What the hell is going on? What the hell?
What the hell is that?
What the hell is wrong with you people?
What the hell? WTHN, this is the show where you will hear what the hell matters to us now. Local celebrities, family, friends, and your everyday person. Talking about what the hell real people talk about. WTHN, starting now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to WTHN, What the Hell Now with Miss Juicy, all right? And so today we are going to have a lot of fun, I'm sure, because Miss Juicy is hilarious. But we're going to talk some serious stuff, too, today, okay? And so y'all make sure that y'all chime in, ask questions, show some love, leave some comments, okay? And so it's going to be a lot of fun today. And so without further ado, I'm going to let Miss Juicy go ahead and introduce herself.
Hi everyone. If you don't know already, my name is Toni Miller Fuller. I'm better known as Ms.Juicy864. I am from Greenville, South Carolina, and I love everybody around the world.
Around the world, Craig?
Around the world, girl.
All right, and so I have had the pleasure of getting to chill with Miss Juicy and talking to her, and we at the Black Men Coalition. Oh my God, the Black Carpet event. It was so fun.
We fell in love with each other, didn't we?
Yes, immediately. We was cutting up. If them people only knew what we were saying at that table. We had a lot of fun. We did. So y'all gotta hang with us. You didn't get the tea. But I am glad that y'all are tuning in today because Ms. Juicy is a survivor, and she has an amazing story, and we gon' get through it. We might get through it without crying. We don't know. We'll see. But I do want her to just introduce herself as far as what she does and everything first before we get into that, so that y'all can know, what Miss Juicy is all about.
So, like I just said, my name is Miss Juicy864. I live in Greenville, South Carolina, but I have lived around the world. And I just want everybody to know that I am a part of Black Men United Coalition with Michael Sullivan and Shanta Sullivan. They created that organization from Colorado and brought it back here to the upstate. So we have to give a big shout out to them for that. I'm also a part of POST, which is Protect Our Stolen Treasure. That's with Candace Bureau. I'm also with RJN, which is Racial Justice Network. And she's the president also of that, Dr. Candace Bureau. She's also the president of that organization as well. But it's on, it was created by Dr. Elder Johnson. Mm-hmm. And I'm also a part of Mom Demand Action, which is an organization that's 6 billion people strong. Wow. It's all around the world. They help everybody that need help with anything. It ain't just against gun violence. It ain't just against, let's, stop them from trying to take control of our rights for abortions and stuff. It's about everything that they're trying to do against anybody.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome because everybody counts.
Yes.
That's amazing. I love that. And so with these groups that you're a part of, mm-hmm. Okay, and so anything in any of the groups in particular that you have coming up right now? Or in the near future?
Well, we're trying to organize something for us with Black Men United Coalition. We're trying to bring something to let people know that we're still around. We didn't just have that one, that one event and then boof, we gone. Mm-hmm. We want people to know that I am a community leader of that organization for here in Greenville. And Donald Burtz, he's the director of the community. Mm-hmm. And so he's above me. And so we're trying to organize something together now. So that'll be coming up in the near future. But Dr. Candace Bureau will post. She always has something going on. Only thing you have to do is go on her page, which is South Carolina chapter post. Awesome. P.O.S.T.
Awesome.
Yes, and then Mom Demand Action, they always got something going on. Just pull up the website and RJN as well. So it's always something going on where you can be supportive of your community and also create something for your community. So, yeah, I just want everybody to know that you don't have to just stand by and be idle.
Yes.
You know, you can be a part of anything that you want to be a part of.
Yes, and so y'all tap in with Ms. Juicy because she is, you see, she's well connected with a lot of things that's going on, and so anything that you want to be a part of, she can probably go ahead and connect you with it. Okay, for sure. And so tell us a little bit about growing up in Greenville, like, you know, just a little bit.
So as I was growing up in Greenville, I moved around a lot with my mom, not because of any certain reason, just because she wanted to. This type of woman she is. She just liked to be here and there and everywhere. And so she tagged me along with her, and that's how I know a lot of people in Greenville, because I lived in every community. So every community is very dear to me.
Yes.
Every community has my heart, you know. So I'm out there. When I say I love people and I love you all, I really mean it from my heart, you know.
Awesome.
So with that being said, we all need to come together and show each other that we love each other as well, because that's what he's waiting on. You know, he's waiting on that. But, okay.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it. We know. We can sit here and talk like y'all ain't watching. So, we going to act right up in here. Hey there, Montage. She said, hey, Montasia. Hey. In here. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us. And make sure if y'all have any questions, comments, just showing some love, just do it in the comments for sure. Okay? And so, with, I know that I got a chance to connect with, who was it, your cousin?
You talking about?
Yes. Okay.
She's like a little sister to me, but yes, my cousin.
Yes. And so I got a chance to connect with her, and that was a lot of fun. And so just with when she says that she can connect you, you know, with people, it's immediate. Okay. And so if you are doing anything in the community and you just, you know, need somebody to connect you, holla at her. And if y'all not following her on TikTok, y'all have got to follow her because it's so fun. It is so fun. She about to teach me this TikTok thing too.
It's so fun, boy. It is. It is fun. So thank you for bringing that up too, because you know, being on TikTok is a big platform right now. You know, everybody's tuning in on TikTok. So that's why we want to let everybody know how important it is about gun violence. You know, and I have told my story on TikTok about gun violence, and so I believe, you know, my platform right there is what helped a lot of people gravitate to me. For sure. And so walk us through that day when everything happened, because I know, you know, it's really, you know, it's still challenging for you to talk about. It is.
Yes, but, you know, people need to hear it and understand, you know, this is happening, you know, unfortunately, a lot every day, you know. Yes, but go ahead and walk us through that day of everything.
So, on December the 10th, 2019, I was laying in my bed, contemplating on getting up. That was the Holy Spirit basically telling me to stay my butt in bed. And I realized that after everything that done happened, that I should have just stayed in bed. But at the same time, what's going to happen. That's how I feel, too. So I got up. I got dressed, got off the phone with everybody that I had been talking to, which is Holly, my daughters, both my daughters, my son. I'm always talking to all of them every morning. And so I said, well, I'm going to get up and go up here and see about my truck. So, because my truck was stranded at my daughter's house. And so I got my things together, my purse, and I set my purse down in the chair and opened the door, and I seen 2 pit bulls in the field across from my house. And so I said, let me take my gun out, you know, because I got to go ahead and get this stuff done, what I got to get done. Put the gun in my pocket and put my purse on my shoulder and just start walking up the street, not knowing the whole time that my little long-haired chihuahua was following me. Didn't even pay that no attention. I don't know if she appeared just like that or what. I don't even know.
Yes.
But she barked at the 2 pit bulls that was walking towards my way.
Oh, no.
And when they was walking towards my way, like I said, she barked at them. They turned around. Whatever she said, they turned around. And then I told her, get your butt back home. You know I'm finna go somewhere. Get home. What you following me for?
Following behind you.
And so she looked up at me like, and then she turned around and went. So at that same moment, I'm walking and I'm putting my gun back in my jacket because of the pit bulls. I was going to shoot the pit bulls because I seen them coming my way. And so not knowing the whole time I didn't need my gun for the pit bulls. I needed it for humans, you know. And that was sad, you know, and it's sad to say that, you know, I had to defend myself that day. I had to fight for my life like a warrior, you know, that he has created us all to be. We are warriors. We are kings and queens and stuff. And so I proved that day when I called out his name, Jesus. I believe so strongly in what my grandmama taught me. And as I was, when I got up there, I lift up my hood. I put my purse in the back. When I got in front of my daughter's house, I seen the boy jump the fence. And when I seen him jump the fence, he was the same little boy that was in the car. So what you doing jumping the fence? And so I pulled my gun out, and he went towards my truck. And I'm pounding at the same time. The other little boy came. The mixed little boy, he came and shot me in my stomach numerous of times, like 4 times. I got shot in both my legs. I got shot in my left arm. I got shot in my right breast, and that the bullet came in beside my nipple. It came out right here in the fatty part, went over my shoulders. And the doctor's trying to figure out to this day how did it go over my shoulders. And so my thing was, I told him it was God. It was God with nobody but Jesus taking care of me. My grandmother, she was there. That's our ancestor. She was there taking care. Yes, they do. And she helped me that day. And when I was leaning over, she was the one. I know now that she was the one that pushed my shoulders back and told me to take care of this situation like I take care of everything else. I am always the one that the family members come to when something needs to be taken care of. She knows that. She put that on me. And so that's why I know that was her who said, take care of this like you take care of everything else. And push my shoulders back. And when I had to fight for my life, I shot that boy back that had shot me in my stomach. I shot him on the side. And, you know, I'm telling the bits and pieces like that because at the end of the day, it's so real that I would have never thought that I would be in something like that. But I love Avengers movies. I love movies that when people are being a superhero, you know, defending themselves, defending people that they love and stuff. Because I always said I was like Harriet Tubman. I love Harriet Tubman. I'm going to be there for mine. I'm going to be there and say, you know, come on, y'all, we can do it. We got this. Come on, don't give up. Come on, let's push on through. We got this, honey.
Yes.
You know, so, and we're going to fight if we have to fight. Now, we're going to try to talk it out. And if we can't talk it out like Malcolm, like Martin Luther King, we're going to fight it out like Malcolm X. It's one of the two, you know.
Yes.
It is what it is.
And I, you know,
yes. That's a survival technique.
Yes. And so after the struggle, then what happened after all of the struggle?
So after all that struggle had happened, I was holding my wounds, like I said, and my grandmother pushed my shoulders back. And I called out to Jesus. I said, Jesus, save me. Jesus, save me. And I was looking up at the sky and holding my wounds all at the same time. And I said, God, it's not my time. God, it's not my time. And I just started saying, God, you know, though I walk through the shadow of death, I shall feel no evil. Thou God, thou strengthen me. And I was just saying all the prayers that I could think of. I was saying, I love my mom. I love my kids. God, I need to be here for my grandkids. I had one that was on the way, and he had to fight to be here and stuff. But I just know that I needed to be here for my grandkids and not be gone. And God heard me. He heard my cry because He knew my voice. I always sing to Him every morning. I always sing to Him every day. I'm always giving Him a song of my own that's from my heart, not somebody else's, you know. And so when He heard me cry out, He knew that's my baby.
When your time, yeah.
And so I'm sitting,
Yes.
I walked up the steps. I walked from out the middle of the road, holding my wounds. I walked through my daughter's gate. I walked up her steps. It was probably like 6 steps. Walked in her living room. Walked across the room. Sat on the couch, holding my wounds, telling everybody to get me something to, to put on my wounds to hold put pressure on the wound. The girl who was standing with my daughter at the time, she just standing there in shock. She was in shock.
Poor thing.
And I knew it at the time, but the little boy across the street from Keisha, he was there at Keisha's house, and his name was Emmanuel.
Oh, wow.
His name was Emmanuel,
Wow.
and he helped with everything. He helped get the towels and whatever I needed. He went and got my daughter out the road because she was out there with just a spaghetti string shirt on with nothing else on, trying to get at them boys and, trying to, and I had I had told her, Keisha, I'm dying. Keisha, I'm dying. All along, someone said, no, you're not. You're not dying. And so I had to keep walking and keep on talking, and I kept talking the whole time, telling, this is what happened. This is the person that did it. They stayed behind my daughter. There was that little boy that stayed behind my daughter. I didn't know his name at the time. They asked me, did I know him? I said, no, I don't know him because I don't know him. I knew his face and stuff. But at the same time, these people don't care. It seemed like they didn't care. Once I got in that hospital, once I in the EMS, and they was talking to me, kept talking to me, and once once I seen the hospital, I knew I was okay. I knew I was okay, and then that's when they put the mask on me, and I didn't know nothing else after that. But except I woke up, and my daughter was right there one time, and I woke up again. My son was right there,
That's
and
awesome.
And I woke up and I told my son. Now, first of all, my daughter that morning gave a prayer, an extra protection prayer that morning. That she didn't even know why she was doing that. She said, Mom, I don't even know why I said what I said.
You better listen. When you're about it, the universe, God, whoever tell you to do it. You better listen. That help protect you that day.
It helped protect me that day. And then when I woke up, my son was sitting right there. And I said, son, I fought back. I fought back. He said, Mama, I know you did. You a fighter.
Yes.
You a fighter. And that day, I knew that my kids needed me. They needed me to be here. They needed me to fight. And I fought to be here because of what I have behind me. Not what's in front of me.
Yeah. You leading.
You see what I'm saying? And so we all have to understand that even if they're not blood to us, we are a village to these kids.
Yes.
And we have to grab a hold of them so that they can stop doing this nonsense stuff that they're out here in these streets doing today.
Yes.
It has to stop. And I just plead to everybody that we are the generation that they say that failed these kids. We are. My generation. I'm 52 years old. My generation, they're blaming us. So if they're blaming us, what we know best, we know to clean up our mess. We was taught to always clean up behind us. So they are behind us.
Yeah.
So we need to clean them up, right?
And reach back, yeah. And that's true. And when you woke up in the hospital, and when the doctor was telling you about your wounds,
he said, that bullet supposed to have blew your head off. I said, how you gonna say it's supposed to blew my head off? I said, how you gonna say that? I'm looking at him.
Control over the bullet than I did.
Right, he said, I'm just saying. I said, okay, I understand what you're saying,
Yes.
And it wasn't nobody but God that saved me. It wasn't nobody but God. And when he put that touch on me, that just soft little touch that I wasn't going nowhere, he took care of you to make sure you did your job right. He made sure that I was breathing right because I was doing my breathing technique during the whole time. That's what
awesome.
helped save me. That's why I didn't lose a whole lot of blood, they said, because I was doing my breathing technique and I had pressure on the wounds.
That's awesome. And so you can still survive, and you don't have to panic. Just go for what you know. You know how to do certain things.
When you're watching L.A. Law and all them good shows,
put it to use.
Put it to use. Put it to use, because I'm telling, it does really teach us things in real life. You know how real life imitates TV, and TV imitates real life. Mm-hmm. That is so true.
That's amazing.
And I just feel like, when I got attacked, I was used as a vessel. That those old people in the neighborhood was getting robbed. Their houses was getting broke into. And when that happened to me, those same boys was the ones breaking in the old people's houses in my neighborhood. And so when that happened to me, it stopped. So awesome. When I found that out, when the detective came and told me that, because I was like, hearing about how the old man across the street done put up a fence yay high, because people trying to get into his house, with him and his wife, he had to shoot out of his window because somebody tried to break in, so with things like that, we have to understand that we never know. Yeah.
You never know. And it's up to us to protect our neighborhoods. It is up to us to protect the neighborhoods. Everybody done grew up in certain neighborhoods, I did too. But it's really up to us, and it's up to, people to make sure that they use their voice, and sometimes, unfortunately, their bodies.
Right.
To make sure that everyone is safe.
Yep.
And so I know that everything that you went through, I couldn't imagine, having to go through or anything. But, I mean,
I walked the second day.
And walked the second day. Yes, that's amazing.
The second day, having holes. They had to put gauze in my holes and stuff. I had to endure all that pain and stuff. So they didn't just interrupt my day, they interrupted my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all think about that with this gun violence, this unnecessary gun violence.
I'm in pain every day, because of somebody decided that they wanted what I had. Instead of going to work for it, they want to try to take it from me.
Yes.
And I didn't even have it on me. It was in the bank.
And people gonna have to continue to take minor stuff. It's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth.
People not walking around with a lot of cash these days either.
Yeah. No. And anything that anybody walking around with ain't worth it.
Right.
Like, it's just not. And I'm glad that you okay.
I want everybody to know that it's okay to go out here and purchase a gun and get your CWPs and be able to protect yourself. Because our men folks, they do a good job, but they can't always be there for us. We have to know how to protect ourselves as well.
For sure.
And with that being said, don't be scared of doing something that's going to save your life.
Yeah, exactly. And protect you and your family that's behind you.
That's right.
For sure.
That's right.
Let me see. Jennifer said, I remember that day like it was yesterday. God is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And so that's when you finally did, the doctor said, tell them what you said. The doctor said what saved you.
So
this is so true. I love this.
So y'all, I promote that. I'm just gonna let y'all know I'm an advocate of being big girl pretty. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the doctors had told me that when I got shot in my stomach, y'all hear 4 times in my stomach. Now, everybody talking about you got a stomach of steel. It ain't a stomach of steel, it's a stomach of fat. The fat is what saved my stomach from the bullets from hitting any organs and hitting any arteries in my stomach. So you have to, be careful. My grandma always told me, don't be losing that weight. When I would tell her I'm about to lose some weight, she said, keep that fat. Keep some of that fat. You never know when you're going to need it. She knew something.
Ain't that something?
She knew something, but she couldn't tell me evidently.
Yeah.
But she kept saying it her own way. Because I would say, I'm about to lose weight. I'm about the only one she was telling not to lose weight.
She knew that was part of you.
Yes. and so when them bullets hit me and stuff, I really didn't feel the heat.
Mm.
God protected me through all that. I just knew I was shot because I heard the sound.
Mm-hmm. That adrenaline was going, and you was focused on surviving.
Thank you. That's it.
You was focused on surviving.
And when nobody about to take me away from me and my grandkids and my kids and my family, point blank, I love my family.
Yes.
My grandmother had 15 children.
Wow, bless her heart.
She called me her 16th, so I'm Auntie Cuz to everybody. You know, I'm Auntie Cuz. My little cousin Tasha Pepper, her name on Facebook is Annie Pepper. She said, you know what? You always talking about how you are auntie and all this, how mama raised you and stuff. You know, I'm going to give you the name, Auntie Cuz. And she gave me the name Auntie Cuz, and it's been going around ever since. So now I give, like, my older cousins that title as well now. And so they love it. And so it's like something that went up in tradition and came right back down as well.
Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah.
15, I know it's a lot of y'all.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wait, I want to come to the family reunion.
Look, girl, the Millers ain't no joke now.
I want to come to the family reunion. Me and Charles going to come. We going to come.
Yeah, come on. Y'all come on, have a good old time. We like to cut up now. We like to dance. We like to eat. We like to have fun. We like to play games and stuff.
Yes.
We do it all.
Yes, and
we do it all.
And you know we love to feed folks.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And you can show no cook.
Yeah.
Look, she might be little, y'all, but she got that big girl cooking in her, honey.
I love to cook. I love to feed you now. You never been to my house. You gonna eat.
Oh,
you
yeah.
gonna eat.
That seafood boil was good. Yeah.
For sure. That's it.
And it wasn't $45.
Yeah, you know.
For
when you bite.
Yeah, at Crab the Drawer and all them $45 for the bag.
Yes,
Come on, now they need to stop all that.
And she say it's 1 million grandchildren.
Yes, it is. It is because my uncles them they got kids here and there, not just with their wives.
Yes. Well, you know. Well,
I'm gonna tell it like it is.
Yeah,
it is. Still human. Cause hey, I claim them all. It don't matter. They got my bloodline in them. They're part of us.
Ain't it? Somebody
they outside the marriage or not. They here now.
So yeah, if they at the family reunion, y'all just say hey.
That's it. At the family reunion. Yeah,
gonna cut up. Yes, for sure. And so with being in your neighborhood and everything, because you still live in the same neighborhood.
I do.
Yes. Okay. And so being in your neighborhood with all of the organizations and everything that you're doing, is anyone in your neighborhood, are they active with it as well?
Yes, they are. My neighbors, I have some new neighbors that has actually put a sign in their yard for me when I asked them to do it. My neighbors across the street, they do it. My neighbors on the other side of me, all in the community, I can go put flyers up and stuff. They know me as being the activist in the community now.
That's awesome.
And because I go out and pass out things that we get in, like these bands, like it's Black Voters Matter. Mm-hmm. Right here, I got that band on.
Yes.
Then I got that band on from Post, like Protect Our Stolen Treasure and Death Requires Responsibility.
Yes.
Because it really does.
For sure.
When you trying to take somebody's life, that requires responsibility. Because they tried to take my life, but they didn't give it to me, so they couldn't take it away from me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So.
And so y'all make sure when y'all see her out, ask her questions. If y'all feel like that you don't think you're powerful enough to talk in the community, call her. She ain't got no problem.
Ain't got no problem at all.
We're talking and helping y'all.
I think God gave me that mouth for that reason.
Yes. Nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Make sure y'all contact her.
And I want to thank you for allowing me to come on your platform.
Oh, yes.
To talk about what happened to me and to talk about the organization, because you're also a part of BMUC.
And yes.
And we thank you. And what is your role?
Yes. Well, I am this. I am doing the shows and the black carpet and just making sure that everyone is known as a part of the coalition, because we got to get out there.
That's right.
And we got to make sure that everyone is known, because
it's
a lot of people out here. When I first moved here, I didn't know you know, who was all out here. And over the years, I have found that it's so many, I wouldn't say silent, but just wasn't loud enough, you know, for people that were coming into the community to know about. And so I made it my business to go find everybody.
You see? I ain't mad at you. I am not mad at you because one loud person deserves to be around another loud person.
Exactly. We're going to make some noise.
Let it be heard and stuff, because at the end of the day, that's what he want us to do. He want us to bring the goodness with what he blessed us with.
Yes, exactly. And I ain't shy, and I'm going to talk. And I'm going to make sure I bring some folks with me that's going to talk. I'm going to get my people with me.
Now, come on. Let's do this Harriet Tubman thing.
People with me, with no hesitation. Yes,
and another thing I want to just say is that, you know, us as the urban community, we have to always look upon each other as being strengthened for one another, being that muscle, being that go-to person that person need at the time. You may not even know what you're talking about, but I guarantee you start running your mouth, God gonna have them right words to come out.
Oh yeah, it'll come out. Yes, if it's necessary, it's gonna come out. And it's necessary. And so, for sure, it will. What happened to the little guys? You shot one.
So, I shot two.
I mean, you shot both of them?
Yeah, I shot both of them. They got out the car. It was 5 in all.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
And the other 3 just watched?
Well, they was on the other street waiting for them to come back with the stuff.
Oh, they wasn't coming back. Y'all mad?
Yeah.
They wasn't going to make it.
Yeah. So, after they did what they did to me, they ran. And they got him on tape. I told him the guy in the red hoodie that is the one that shot me. And when I tell you, when he shot me, when I looked up at him, his face looked like he was a demon. He looked, I seen his face, and then all of a sudden, boom, he looked like he was a demon, like he wasn't him.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when I got him off me and I shot him, and he ran towards the building that got his video, but he was hiding his face. But I told him the red hoodie. Then my stepdad, which was my mom's first husband, he stayed in the neighborhood as well. He was doing work because he's like a handyman around there for different rental companies. And he seen him running, and he didn't know what had happened until some minutes later when he got a phone call and said, you know, Coretta done been shot. And he was like, what Coretta? Who? Wow. What Coretta? See, that's my middle name, Coretta. And that's what they call me. And so my aunt was the one that was calling him, telling him, you need to go up there and see what's going on with her and let her know we right here for her. And so he was up there crying. My mama told me he was up there crying. Everybody, they said the hospital was so packed that they never seen it so packed like that before. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who showed love, who gave those prayers, that sent those prayers up to God, you know, to help me be here today. I just want to say thank you to you all, because if it went for those prayers and God knowing who I am in my heart, I wouldn't be here. And me, I do have to give credit to myself as well for being the fighter that I have been brought up to be, because I always had to fight. Yes. Being the little thing, they want to always pick at you and stuff.
Challenge the shout. I don't know why y'all do that.
You know,
big trees get cut down too.
Tell them again.
I better cut out messing with that shout though.
And so, you know, it's just, you know, amazing how we connected with each other, you know, at the BMUC tribal gathering, and how we are doing basically like the same thing, you know. And I just say, you know, we all can do what we can do because we all got different audience.
Yes.
You know, we all got this ability to bring goodness, because that's what it is bringing goodness. This is something good to know that a sister of y'all survived.
Yes.
Something traumatic is that.
Yes. And crossing on platforms is a big deal, just the same way when you was talking about Martin and Malcolm. Some follow Martin, some follow Malcolm. The goal was the same.
Thank you.
The goal was the same. Make sure that we come together and fight for what's right.
Yes.
And so that's the main thing that we are doing, is making sure that we come
necessary.
By
with
any
or without
necessary.
force.
And you know, I got a lot of Malcolm in me. So
little spicy thing.
got a lot of Malcolm in me. And there go Mr. TJ on here. And let me see who else. Bernard Beast. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Everybody say hi. And so this is right here. Make sure that, like I said, y'all reach out to her with anything that y'all have, going on. If you need a voice, of course, if you need a voice, a platform, either one of our platforms, we'll be more than happy to make sure that, you get heard.
Advertisement is everything. Marketing is everything. And everything that we do in today's life now.
Yes, and y'all have to understand as a people that we are a market in ourselves. Right. And so we have to protect each other. And we got to make sure that we keep it at home. Okay? Right. Keep it at home. And at home, I mean at home with the melanin. Okay? At home with the melanin. And so just any questions, y'all reach out to her. If y'all want to be a part of any of the organizations that she named, make sure y'all reach out to her. If y'all just need a good, whatever your belief is, it don't matter if it's a good prayer, a good uplifting talk, she'll be there. Yep. Because, we'll talk on the phone. We'll lose ourselves.
We was there almost 3 hours, wasn't it? Yeah. And almost 3 hours talking on the phone.
Lose ourselves talking because it's good to be around good people.
Yes, positivity, positive. It's just, the positive impact that somebody else positive can put on you. It's just like, you can't just explain it,
It's good nourishment. Yes. It's good energy. It's just like it's an old saying that, you put a wounded dog in a pack of dogs that aren't wounded. Eventually that dog start acting like he's not wounded and getting help.
That's right. That's it.
And so that's the same thing.
I feel like that's what I did. I feel like that's what I did because I wasn't finna just lay there and just be like, no, I can't get better and all this and that. Yeah, I have my aches and pains and some days I can't do this and some days I can't because of what he did to me. But at the end of the day, I'm thankful to God that he did, show grace and mercy upon me to let me still be here to be able to be a voice for the unspoken. Because it's a lot of unspoken people out here that we have to speak for.
Yes, and they hide. A lot of people hide that has went through things similar. Yep. Or
we all got a story, a testimony.
Yes.
We all done been through all kinds of stuff because of the melanin.
Yes, exactly. And so protect your neighborhoods. It's a big deal. And so thank God she was able to go right into her daughter's house. But if she didn't have the fight in her, she couldn't have made it up them 6 steps. Imagine.
I never fell. Never hit the ground.
It never hit the ground. That's a fight, boy. I'm telling y'all, little people don't underestimate the little people, man. Not do it.
And the love of a grandmother.
Yes, gotta fight to see them babies.
Man, the love of a grandmother, man, it's unbelievable because you love your kids and everything, but that love for them grandkids is something totally different, and it's undescribable because it's like, dog, I'm starting my tree.
Yes. Now let me ask you too, because I know it's a lot of people that's going through things and they feel like that they can't. Everyone has their days. I'm gonna put it like that. Everyone has their days, and so I know that you're a believer. So anything besides calling out, to him, praying, anything else that you do that just you could tell people to just pick them up.
Okay. Just have a conversation with the Almighty, whoever you believe in, whoever you don't believe in. Just have a conversation out by yourself, out loud, and just talk. Like, just spill your heart. And let God, let the Almighty, let whoever that you're speaking to know how your heart is. Because that's what it boils down to, our heart.
Yes, because thoughts will drown you. But once you start speaking out loud, It's a whole different ball
That's
game
right.
because some stuff don't sound foolish until you say it out
That's
loud.
right. That's right. That's
And
right.
it's like, wait a minute, I was acting like that. That was stupid.
Mhm.
So that is so true. Say some stuff out loud to yourself,
That's it.
to whoever you believe in. It's all good for sure. Say that stuff out loud because, you know, only fool
You
is
never
in
know
his
who
head.
hear it either.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be careful of who's going to hear it.
Yeah, for sure.
You
'Cause
know?
some people will use some stuff against you and try to
Because
bring you down.
praying for somebody and praying on somebody is two different things.
All right now. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
P-R-A-Y is what I want. Keep the P-R-E-Y away.
Well.
Yeah.
All right now. Y'all didn't cut it out. Asking for all them prayers.
You know,
on
people seem to think
everything.
that we all just, just supposed to be a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
But if everybody just let loose and just be themselves,
It's so much easier.
so
So much easier.
so much
I can
easier.
breathe.
Yes.
I don't have all them idle thoughts. You know,
You're not
when you just-
overthinking. You know
No.
what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
an overthinker can kill themselves as well.
Man,
'Cause
it will do wonders to your body.
Leads to stress.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And stress on your body. People say you
Mhm.
can die from a broken heart. Believe it.
Yeah.
You could break your own heart.
Because I was going through the trinity of 3 losses.
Mm.
I had lost my grandmother.
Mm.
I lost my job of 11 years that I had that I loved.
Mm.
And then I lost my boyfriend of 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So those 3 losses, and then that happened to me.
Wow.
He had to show me that it ain't over.
If you can get
Because-
through this,
yes.
when you get through this, you know you're going to get through anything.
Yes.
That's
yes.
awesome.
Yep.
That is amazing. I love Ms.Juicy864. I can see Yes.
Thank you for
only
saying
being
that.
you. Yes. It is so much fun, of course, to talk to her. Like I said, we could be here all day now. I'm gonna act right. But but go ahead and make sure that you tell them the organizations one more time, and then how to reach you and your platform so they can follow you.
So my platform is the original Juicy Live Show on Facebook. It is Juicy Live Show on Instagram, and it is Toni Miller on YouTube. I am a part of BMUC, like I said, which is Black Man United Coalition, and it's organized. The president and the vice president is Michael and Shata Sullivan. I am a community leader. If you need anything for your community, reach out to me, and I promise you I can help you get it done. We can come together and make a better community in all the communities, not just one. We're not looking just for one community to be right. We're looking for all the communities to be right, because these kids need somewhere to go. And if we just build where these kids need to go, they will come. That's just like Noah in the ark. Build it. Some didn't. You know, he couldn't take everybody anyway, so,
They
you know.
drowned it.
Yeah, they drowned.
They drowned it. We're not trying to let y'all be drowned.
Right. So, y'all just understand that, I'm with these organizations so that I can be able to help the people, the urban people, any people, but, our people, because our people are the ones that's really struggling right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're struggling with financial. We're struggling with spirituality as well. We're struggling with these kids. These kids are being targeted by whatever that's out there, whatever evil force out there. I feel like anyway. I feel that whatever's going on, that it's going through the kids, because these kids are out of control.
Yeah.
And we have to get them.
It's a whole lot of identity crisis going on
Yes.
right now, and a lot of that has to do with not being involved with your village.
Mm-hmm.
And so making sure that you're involved in your village is a big deal. And so, like I said, if y'all need help with that, make sure that y'all reach out. If y'all need a platform, we have platforms where y'all can talk and just talk it out. We can just have a conversation about whatever, and just bringing awareness to your community. Ms.Juicy is here for it. I'm here for it. And I know there are plenty more. And so we're trying to make sure that y'all connect with us and your community so we can make sure we bring this village mentality back.
Yep.
For
Dr.
sure.
Candace Brewer with Post, Melanie McFadden with Mom Demand Action, Dr. Candace Brewer again with RJN. Those are the organizations that I'm a part of, and those are the people that are ahead of them. But they can always come to me, and I can get them connected with them.
Awesome. Good. Well, thank you so much. Do you have any other last words, Miss Juicy?
I just want to say what I always say is that I love you all, but remember that God loves you more, and make sure you give him back the love. Okay?
Yes, for sure.
Toodles.
All right, everyone. Thank y'all so much for joining WTHN What the Hell Now with D. Carter and Miss Juicy. And until next time, love y'all. Peace.
What the hell? What the hell is even that? What the hell is going on? What the hell?
What the hell is that?
What the hell is wrong with you people?